And my name's Steve. Welcome to the RV Lake Erie Cribs.
Alright guys, our first stop is going to be down here on the fantail. This is where you're going to do most of your work. And the most important thing you got to remember is always have your hard hat, your life vest, and your steel-toed boots on when you're out here. If you guys follow me over here, this is our first workstation. Right over here is where you're going to take your plankton samples with your plankton net. We're going to take benthic samples, which is the bottom of the lake, using this device called a ponar. And if you step right behind you, alright guys, this big machine right here is called the multi-core sampler. And if you look closer, we have 4 different spots where we can take samples on the bottom of the lake. Okay, these are going to be benthic samples, and they're going to create a core about 20 to 24 centimeters long, and it allows us to look at the different strata and see what's going on with the benthic ecology. Up next, we're going to take you up the next flight of stairs and check out the rosette sampler.
Alright, so John was back on the fantail showing you guys some interesting things about sampling the Lake Erie from different aspects of what's down in the bottom of the lake. What we got here, this is cool. This is the rosette. Kind of the shape of a rose when you look at it on the top. The purpose of this is to simply collect water samples from different depths. So what we got 12 bottles, and they lower this all the way down to the bottom, and then way up there in the control booth, they can control each one of these bottles. So they bring it up off the lake bottom, deposit, and this is spring loaded. Boom! That pops together, traps that water in there, comes right on up here and on deck. And what we do is we take these tubes down here and we can collect different amounts of water for the scientists to evaluate. It's pretty cool. What we're going to do now is take you on up to the O2 deck. Check it out.
Alright guys, we're up here in the O2 deck. Up here is where we spend a lot of time hanging out with people, getting to know each other. It's a nice deck. We did some stargazing. If you guys look over here, we got a group of educators that are working on a project, and they're doing a great job collaborating. Hopefully our project turns out good tomorrow or Sunday. But this is the O2 deck. Let's take it up to the pilot house.
Alright guys, what you're looking at now is the control center of the ship. This is the pilot house. Normally you don't go in the pilot house because, well, the captain's got a pretty important job. There's usually 2 people in the pilot house, and they're in charge of making sure that we stop at each of the stations where we're sampling and be sure we get back safe. That's pretty important right there. We're not going to head into the pilot house right now because we're strategically planning out our next stop. So what we're going to do now is check out some of the insides of the ship.
Hey guys, we're here in the hotel deck, and this is where you're going to be sleeping for the week. If you take a look in here, these are called the staterooms. Now, they're not very big, so you better pack light.
Oh, there's Steve.
Alright, next guys, we're going to take you down to the galley, which is one of the best places on the ship.
Alright, shipmates, this is where it all happens right here. We focus right over here. We've got some of the most important guys on the face of the planet.
Hello. Hello.
We've got our chef.
This is John. He's our steward. Sous chef. Dishwasher, cook, everything.
These guys are amazing right here. These guys are the ones that make it happen. So if things are going bad on the ship, just come in here, get you some coffee, get you some pop, hang out with these two guys. This is where it's at right here. Now right over here on the other side of the ship, we've got the lounge. And you can see a lot of intense things happen in the lounge here. Right now we've got some TV watching going on. You can play cards, hang out. This is the lounge. Right now, next we're going to go take a look at the labs on the ship. So go ahead and follow me. Oh, but before we head to the lab, we got to take a look at something that on a ship is on the head. Now, that's not this thing right here, but the head is really important. I think you can figure out pretty quickly what the head is. Follow me. Right now we're in the chem lab. This is where scientists do their chemistry work. We've got all kinds of cool equipment in here. We've got hoods, we've got incubators, we got filtering equipment. We got all kinds of cool stuff in here. All right, this part of the ship is called the wet lab. And the wet lab is where you usually meet with your groups. It's where you learn about curriculum, all that kind of fun stuff. So if you take a look inside the wet lab, a lot of people working in there now, so we'll kind of be a little quiet. So that's the wet lab. That's also where you have your life jackets and your hard hat and your steel-toe boots and all that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of a general meeting area. So that's the wet lab. All right, guys, we sure hope you enjoyed our little tour of the RV Lake Guardian here on Lake Erie.
We got to get back to work, so you need to get on out of here.
Time to leave. We'll see you.